I had no idea how significant Chicago was to the history of the religion of my family. As I began to research, however, I quickly began to learn that many trails of research led directly to Chicago. The prophet's father produced liquor that was likely distributed in Chicago. Before the Wathen liquor ring was taken down, Wathen's drivers were frequently arrested, making Chicago deliveries. It was also likely that this unusual business arrangement is the reason Wathen decided to post Charles Branham's bail money. Chicago is where the prophet visited his first World's Fair, and where he got the inspiration for some of his prophecies. Chicago is home to the Philadelphia Church and Joseph Matson Bozay, who would help promote the prophet. Chicago is where the prophet would hold huge healing campaigns, some of which were hosted by the infamous Reverend Jim Jones and People's Temple. The prophet's latter-rain theology was heavily marketed from Chicago, from that same church. Chicago itself was the target for what the prophet claimed to be biblical prophecy, when he alleged that Chicago was the city that Nahum saw by vision during a sermon that was plagiarized by Reverend C.L. Franklin. He said, "That great eagle called Nahum 4,000 years ago went up so high in the Spirit of God until he saw Outer Drive in Chicago 4,000 years later. Said the chariot shall raise in the broad ways, and they shall run like lightning, and they shall seem like torches, and they'll jostle against one another." In all the sermons that I listened to in my life, from all of the pastors in the message churches that I attended, I never heard any sermon where the Outer Drive prophecy was mentioned. Most message pastors did not include that in their sermons, some never mentioning the prophecy at all. Those who did mention the book of Nahum realized that the prophet hadn't studied Nahum's vision very well, and described the prophecy of Nahum in its correct geographical location. It is widely known that the book of Nahum focuses specifically on the end of the Assyrian Empire and its capital city of Nineveh.